In 2007, Curtis Jackson, known to the world as 50 Cent, secured one of the greatest deals in hip-hop history by walking away with an estimated $100 million from the sale of vitamin water. Yet less than a decade later, he was filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This wasn't just a story of a celebrity losing it all. It was a masterclass in financial strategy. But how does a mogul go from a 9-figure payout to a courtroom in just 8 years? Before 50 Cent, most artists simply took a flat fee to appear in a commercial. However, Jackson understood a fundamental rule of wealth. Cash is temporary, but equity is permanent. Instead of a standard paycheck, he negotiated a minority stake in Glasso, the parent company of Vitamin Water. He didn't just promote the drink, he owned a piece of the machine. When Coca-Cola purchased the company for $4.1 billion, his small percentage turned into a mountain of capital. This moment changed the game of celebrity branding forever. It proved that an artist's true value isn't found in their performance fee, but in their ability to drive enterprise value. By aligning his image with a product he actually owned, he bypassed the traditional limits of the music industry. But, as the saying goes, the bigger the empire, the larger the target. Even with $100 million in the bank, the legal system was about to test his financial resilience. By 2015, Jackson was facing over $30 million in legal liabilities, including a massive judgment regarding a private video and a failed headphone venture. To the public, his bankruptcy filing looked like a total collapse. In reality, it was a strategic reorganization. Chapter 11 bankruptcy is not the same as being broke. It is a legal shield used to freeze litigation and restructure debts while keeping the business running. During this period, every dollar was scrutinized. Jackson had to account for his lifestyle, his investments, and his future earnings. This forced a massive shift in his philosophy. He learned that having money is not the same as keeping money. He began to focus heavily on asset protection and the separation of his personal wealth from his corporate entities. The question for many was, could he actually come back from this? The answer came through a transition from the recording studio to the TV executive's office. He wasn't just paying off debt. He was building a more stable foundation. The true turning point of his recovery was the creation of the Power Universe. 50 Cent realized that the music industry was volatile, but premium content in television offered something far more valuable: long-term recurring revenue. By serving as an executive producer, he wasn't just a hired actor. He was the owner of the intellectual property. This shift allowed him to create a library of content that generates profit even when he isn't on screen. He applied the same vitamin water logic to his new ventures, such as his spirits brand, Le Chemin du Roi. He leveraged his massive social media presence to move products he owned, rather than products he was simply paid to endorse. This diversified empire, spanning from media production to luxury goods, is significantly more stable than his original fortune. He moved from being a star to becoming the system. But what is the biggest takeaway for the rest of us? It is the realization that rock bottom is often just a place to reorganize your strategy. Today, Curtis Jackson is wealthier and more influential than ever before. His journey from a $100 million windfall to a strategic bankruptcy, and finally to a diversified media empire, offers a vital lesson in financial literacy. He proved that understanding the rules of the game, such as contract negotiation, asset protection, and the value of equity, is more important than the amount of money in your bank account today. He treated his setbacks not as failures, but as expensive lessons in business management. By pivoting into industries with high barriers to entry, like television production and international distribution, he ensured his wealth would last for generations. He didn't just survive the game of money. He mastered it. His story serves as a reminder that no matter how far you fall, the right strategy and a commitment to ownership can lead to an even greater comeback. Resilience is the ultimate currency in business. 50 Cent's path shows us that true wealth is built through ownership and strategy, not just fame. If you found these financial insights valuable, Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the world of business and success. Thanks for watching. And keep building.